this is the language that like my ancestors spoke. Most of them probably didn't speak Japanese. The health effects of the military, like, oh, that's so similar to, what happened to us in Hawaii.
So today I'm joined by this amazing guest, Dylan from Hawaii.
Hi.
Could you just briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Dylan Pilger. I grew up in Hawaii, but my ancestors originally came from Okinawa. Now I'm here studying as a Kempi, Ryukyu. So I'm studying at Mayo University, studying Japanese.
How's it feeling like to come to Okinawa as a Kempi student?
It's been really good. This is my first time coming to Okinawa, so I didn't really know what to expect exactly, but it feels really nice learning more about my culture and getting to go to events, yesa, learn Uchinaaguchi, things like that. It's been a lot of fun.
So how are you learning Uchinaaguchi?
I actually have a friend of mine who's a professor at Mayo University. I go to a Nago Kutuba class that her friend runs in Nago City Hall, and I study there. We also have kind of informal benkyokai, like get together and just study Uchinaaguchi together.
Uchinaanchu don't really know these kind of events are going on, right?
There's another really good event in Yomitan also, the Umui project does, and they have classes maybe twice a month, and it's a lot of fun.
Do you think Uchinaaguchi is different than the other languages?
I don't think it's not harder to learn. I think it's just only harder because there's less resources than other languages maybe. Because I didn't grow up speaking Japanese. I'm learning Japanese now. It hasn't been more difficult than learning Japanese, and I feel maybe a little more motivated in some ways to learn Uchinaaguchi because thinking about, this is the language that like my ancestors spoke. Most of them probably didn't speak Japanese. I feel kind of a special connection when I'm learning, and I can kind of see the world through their eyes a little bit, get a picture of that otherwise I just wouldn't be able to do.
You came here as a Kempi student and you regularly study in Hawaii?
I recently graduated with a master's degree in public health. I was studying specifically Native Hawaiian and indigenous health. I'd like to do research in Okinawa, and so I wanted to come here and learn more, and like I said, my ancestors are from here, so it's also opportunity to reconnect.
Do you have any plan to do your PhD in Okinawa? Or?
Yeah, I just applied for the PhD program in public health at University of Hawaii, but my hope is to get funding to do research over here. Yeah, different opportunities, different kind of grants or kind of scholarships that you can apply for to do research abroad. Yeah.
If you do the PhD in Hawaii, what do you think it's going to be about?
My research in my master's degree actually was looking at the health effects of the military on the health of specifically indigenous people, and it's a big problem in Hawaii that because of the history of colonization among Native Hawaiians, and some of that may be related to the military. There's recently a big spill, but at Red Hill there's a sort of fuel storage facility that the Navy had, and they spilled jet fuel into the water supply, and a lot of people got sick. So that's kind of what made me think, oh, maybe this is important to research, because we don't really think about the environmental health impacts of the military, because a lot of times we think, they're here to protect us. So it's good to have a balanced view, I guess, of like, what are also the risks of having the military there. But I think when I was learning about Okinawa, I realized that it's very similar to Hawaii in a lot of ways, because one of the history of Ryukyu people, our culture was suppressed, our language was suppressed in a lot of ways. So that's one similarity, but also that the military is so large in Hawaii and in Okinawa. And I learned about the issues with PFAS in the water, and it just made me think like, oh, that's so similar to, what happened to us in Hawaii. And so I think it's really important to do that research and see, if it is impacting the health of people here. We just want good health for our communities. We want our communities to be healthy and happy. We can't know if we don't do that research. It's hard to know.
If you learn something in Hawaii, you can apply those things to Okinawa as well, right? You have to have that kind of connections between Hawaii and Okinawa. So lastly, is there any message you want to leave?
Yeah. So right now I'm working on a project. I think a lot of people know about the Uchinaanchu Taikai. It's a really big event and it's really important for a lot of Okinawan people or Ryukyu people and brings together a lot of people. And they have a theme song every year. The theme song is really important because it represents kind of who we are as a people. I think the organizers for Uchinaanchu Taikai have done a really good job in bringing together lots of people and supporting our culture. And there's just one area where they could do a little bit better. And I think one issue is that the theme song is only allowed to be in Japanese right now. And our languages all of them are endangered. And according to UNESCO, by 2050, they'll all be extinct if we don't take action now. I think it's really important if we could change that theme song requirement and allow all Ryukyuan languages, any language to be submitted. It would be a really big step in uplifting our languages. And so I have a petition that I created to ask the executive committee of the Worldwide Uchinaanchu Festival or Uchinaanchu Taikai to humbly asking if they would consider changing that requirement and allow any language, Ryukyuan language. Anybody who's listening to this could sign that petition or share it with your Kenjin Kai, ask the Kenjin Kai to share, to sign. Really appreciate it, yeah.
It's on Google form. You can answer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the link of the petition. If you're interested in saying something about the petition, look at it and fill it out to submit it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe. 待ってください。